El hombre nunca fue está interesado, tú sabes yo lo que yo quiero, estoy interesado en esta posición. La posición que me interesa a mí. Está hablando con la vista, que está hablando con la vista. No, la Kama Sutra. A él no le importa lo que ella está diciendo, a él no le importa. No está viendo. Mira, es que las conversaciones son diferentes. Mira, él está hablando. Él está hablando. Sí, ella le está hablando a yoga y él está hablando de yoga consciente.
Baba.
My name is Baba Ruben Moyani K. Berkeley. I'm in Berkeley now, in Ireland Street, 2988. So I'm a priest almost for 50 years. I'm a priest, the religion Yoruba for a lot of years. I don't see the black people open for the ancestors more. You have to work it out more with the ancestors. It's no time that, they lost the time. It's time they're working with the ancestors. When you do this, you close the ancestor for you and for everybody. Did you know that?
Don't cross your hands or your
Don't
feet.
close your hands. When you close your hand, you close your body and close your ancestors. Let the ancestor come in here and give something to you. I think so you know that. Everybody, you know, energy. That's energy. Let it open for everybody, the fruit, the drums, and the fruit, everything. I think so. The people are sleeping here. Open your happiness. Open your happiness. You gotta do that. This is not a cemetery. This is the life place. And you have to do it.
Yeah.
Come and give my heart to you guys. Because I'm working for a lot of years for the ancestors.
Appreciate it. It's a homie, you know, she got a lot of dreams.
Do some breath work, and we're going to seal. Where do you want us on the back of your neck? And I've already placed someone today, and I want to turn together, okay? So we're gonna say to receive truth. I need a volunteer. Or
You dealing with the residue from the trauma and getting the healing.
Let's get into it. So shadow work is a hidden source in affirmation. The part of, I like to say, dismantle. A lot of people say remove, but shamed and what happens, right? We think we place boundaries on people, but in reality, to anchor ourselves, right, we have a test to complete in order to collapse. Who you were before the men, you hold a sacral chakra too, holding on and lacking your creativity portal from beaming. Okay? How to trust yourself. You don't know how to let your shadow go. You don't know how to release the fear. Salt baths. We have to anoint ourselves like we just did. We have to. People say affirmations, and also please. It's not like, but you don't heal in the situation suppressing you, right? Why? Through self-grounding. We have to anchor our root. Felt that you succeeded at, but who you are, because you're afraid that other people won't. But who do you have to become to be safe? We can't heal without honor, men and women, because we come to just overall our whole heal. We have to address the one role. It gives us more account. Okay, embodiment is the finish line. We have to relationship disputes, the same repetitive patterns we're looping. Okay, and this body, and to kind of like yeah, loosen up. And release. Was going through something. Some could have prevented it and hold it. tension field.
Release.
We loose?
Yes.
All right. Shadow work, alchemy, transmute, embody. So now since we come after, I do this, not now. Okay, so can everybody hold a sacral? So we're going to speak these commands. You can just repeat after me.
My commands. Call back the divine code I once grew inside.
So we're just going to sit here in silence for like a few minutes, and I want to notice if you guys notice any twitches, any warmth, any. That's good. That's your sacral opening. You're turning your sacral on. Okay, so I need to anoint y'all at this point. You're recording. Place this on your chest, okay? This is my Mystic Alert oil. It has like a peachy taste, a peachy smell.
Okay.
They put it on your chest. This oil is sealing all the wounds that later on. It all depends on what the oil is discontinuing out of your body that's no longer serving you. Distribute. It's like a peach.
With this one.
Put your order in.
All right.
Smells so good.
Thank you. Self-ritual is a us, right? We don't know what we're doing, but self-ritual is something that is needed every day to help bring us to body, because a lot of us, we're not safe with our body. We're not safe to touch ourselves. We're not safe. Ooh, what's going on right here, right? We might sit on somebody's bed or sit on somebody's couch, and our whole root chakras is. So we're gonna speak these commands, okay? And
I move with sacred intent.
I seal my codes and command my estate.
I seal my codes and command my estate.
I see, I remember.
I see.
It's a code vault, family. So you're not seeking freedom. You're seeking the remembrance, right? You don't have to. Everybody, we're gonna do a deep inhale to exhale to claim. All right, and then everybody just do this. Loosen. Today I deliver. I do next day shipping, and yeah.
On point. So, into that, like Chris actually gonna go into a little deeper. Or want to focus on the restaurant to make a difference. But I'm gonna give y'all a couple that I want y'all to remember and the whole. The only thing that you're going to change is the force. How long you inhale is going to tweak what kind of results that you get. The next thing that we're going to keep in mind is the respiratory system itself. So the different parts of the respiratory system is tied to the spine. You got the nose, you got the mouth, esophagus, trachea. Trachea starts to go into the bronchi and the lungs. The lungs start to go down into the diaphragm. And keep your PC muscles for extra credit. You're going to utilize it. So with each one of those different areas, you're going to be moving them in different combinations. This is it's not cookie cutter. Everybody got their own, their own way that they want to do it. But just remember the rate and the force in just those areas, So we're going to do a practice round right now. Go ahead. If y'all want to stand up, go ahead. Stand up. A deep inhale. Everybody's lung capacity, but 4 seconds should be cool. On the exhale, you're going to do it for another 4. Let's just do 4, 4, 4. 4 seconds. On the inhales, imagine the energy flowing probably clockwise. On differences between the pause and spiraling to you and spiraling away from you. Body is the magnetic field that you pull in to you what you want with the emotion. Depending on how sad you get, these things is tied directly to this. Is going to help you tap into that energy, but also into others. I'm going to go over a couple of situations. Y'all go and have a seat. Appreciate y'all. Giving examples. I don't really say the names of the chakra centers if I'm going over the traditional 7. I usually go over colors because it's easier for me to associate emotions and things that go with them. So we all know the Roy G. Biv spectrum?
Right.
Okay, so red, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Each one of those areas up your spine deal with a different type of emotion, a different type of energy. You know, if you're thinking about red, you think about stuff like not her red hair, you know, but that you know, that fiery red. You know, it's a lot of passion. You think about Valentine's Day. You think about, you know, where we are right now. We in the Bay Area. You feel me? Levi Stadiums. You know, it's that root energy. You know, from Mount Shasta. You know, so when you're dealing with the red, you're dealing with adrenaline. You're dealing with your cortisol levels. You're dealing with fight or flight. You're dealing with competition. You're dealing with focus. You're dealing with discipline. You're dealing with, hey, you might turn up on it, you know? But that's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with that energy, you know? It's not good or bad. It's just the energy of what it is. You feel me? If you are in control and you're an athlete, man, you need that. If you're out of control and you're walking down the street flashing, that ain't good, you know? So just be mindful and utilize the breathing with these emotions or these energies. Next one, I'm not going to go over all of them, but I'm just going to go over slightly a little bit. A couple. Like she was just talking about that area, you know, that's the creativity, that kundalini, you know, that sex force. It's dealing with, if the red is dealing with individuality and surviving, the orange is dealing with connections to people that are closest to you, your relationships. When you have a child with somebody, you know, you came from your parents. They came together to, you know, tap in with you, to create you. When you're dealing with dancing, you know, when you're dealing with love making, you're dealing with creativity. That is that energy. The breathing that you would do for fight or flight, when it's naturally triggered, that's that creation shit, you know? The next area is you starting to deal with the yellow zone. Now you're dealing with, the yellow zone is going to be your environment. This crowd right here, you feel me? Y'all is in my yellow, me speaking. A lot of breathing exercises associated with this is like the fire. A lot like you could damage your, you know, because love is something a little bit more, a little bit stronger. So it's probably like a baby version of love, you feel me? Because you gotta have a connection to people or to things or to whatever it is to even feel love, you know? So that's the green zone. I'm gonna stop it at the blue. Everything else is extra tips. You know, it's the intelligence, it's intellect. With doing that, it's gonna stimulate this area. And I'll give you a bonus. For indigo, back of the skull. I'm not one of those people that like they associate probably where your tiara is, a little pink zone, you know. But to stimulate that back, the cerebellum, that little area, like feel pressure on the back of the skull. You know, so keep that in mind before you go to sleep, and then let me know how y'all dreams be after. You know, so. The thing that I want to say with these breathing exercises is keep them in mind with your intention. That is primarily so you can start to pay attention to external things, you know, because energy is something is subtle. But your breathing is going to be important. You feel?
Righty. I loved all that breathing and all this body, so that's pretty much what it was key to my healing journey. I loved how you talked about that shadow work and what's so essential. I went all the way to India to become a yoga teacher, so I really try to bring the true essence of healing and the true essence of the practice. So we won't be doing a lot of like deep breathing because I really loved how they already kind of did that. But we will be doing a little bit of much do we need that is black energy and call in that energy from our ancestors to help us. This is the beginning of the year, so all the things that we want to manifest, all the things that really more of a restorative, a lot of typing, a lot of standing there. Okay, we'll just get into it a little bit. So we'll just start by just opening up our body, release our body, release the energy. So first, we'll just go by taking a deep breath and raising up our shoulders. So when we do this exercise, you can do this every day. Legs, Rotating and back here, taking a deep, relaxing the shoulders, heart. Sending push our hips forward just a bit. So breathe. Feel that stretch come a little bit deeper. Yeah, good job. Exhale it down. This is really good. One more deep breath in. Raise the head up. Yeah, good job. Exhale it down. Good job. We're all going to come up together. Deep inhale. Bring the body all the way up. Good job. Now we're just going to release a little energy right in our neck because a lot of us, so our attention is held right here, right? A lot of us got shoulder pain. We'll bring the right hand to the right ear. Yeah, good job. So usually I'm sitting down when I do this exercise, but since we're standing, we're just going to bring our left hand out just a bit, right? Use that other hand to just kind of gently guide our head over, right? Yeah, release that tension in the neck. You can bring a little bit more tension here to the shoulder with the arm. Good job. So I do this in my classes. I teach every Saturday. Every Saturday at Tip Top Shape in downtown Oakland. So let's bring our arms out. We'll do it on the opposite side. Good job. And as you kind of just walk that arm out, you feel a little bit deeper stretch in there. Yeah, release that tension in the neck, guys. Good job. Relax our body and relax our arms out. Good job. We'll bring them back up because we're going to bring them back on the top of the neck here, right? Good job. And just relaxing on the top of the head. Deep inhale in, release the arms again. Yes. And for the end, I'll bring our hands together, right? Bring it at the top and bring it down. It's one thing you want to work on for yourselves. Maybe that shadow work called you. Maybe that creative energy called you. Whatever it may be. Think of something. We're going to rub our feet, beating up in between every single day. We'll start at the root, right at the base. Yeah, we're going to take a deep breath in on each of these chakras. So as we take a deep breath in, honor that energy. Absorb that energy from the hands into the body, into the space. Come together again. Full energy and ties and yeah. Exhaling it out. Come together again. Get a half, get a half. We're coming right above the belly button. This is what I like to call the creative space. So when you got those ideas, anything you're working on this year, come here. Exhaling it out. Come back together. Get it hot. We're coming right here. So this is the most important one. It's nice and open. Receive in the lungs. Most loving energy. Thanks to our heart and our lungs for supporting us. Exhaling it out. Come together again. It's another important one. Speaking their truth or energy. Exhale it out. We're going to come again. Deep full breath in here so we honor that energy. This helps us. We always look up here when we need answers. Good job. We'll come back together one more. We'll take that energy. Honor ourselves. Honor our practice here today. Now, how often are you hugging yourselves and loving yourselves and caring? Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
That was needed. That was needed.
We're gonna have an intermission real quick. We're not gonna have an intermission right now. We're gonna have an intermission after this one. So, the next presenter. We just did yoga, some Reiki. We're gonna stay for real. A lot of love for this guy. So, he's gonna be hitting us with the Qigong. Come on, Dre, man.
All right, now what's going on? How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling?
What's up?
That's what's up. Peace to the family. I go by Dre, Dre King. You know, whatever alias. So I'm gonna just be talking about Qigong. You know, I've been studying for about 5 to 6 years, and this is an interesting science because, you know, it's basically like a Chinese yoga in a sense, but if you take it all the way back, on the highest level, it's eternal alchemy, right? And we know alchemy comes from Kemet, right? So this is basically the science of not only on a physical level, like everyone, all the amazing people before me, a deep, deep, deep breath work. I'm talking about really unlocking all the meridians in the body. I'm talking about these are meridians that systems in the body that we haven't really activated the last hundreds of years, that the human body, especially melanated beings, everyone has melanin, right? So within the brain, there's neuromelanin and fascia connecting all the organs in the body. So through these Qigong practices, you're able to reactivate this. Special abilities could come online. Healing, self-healing could come on. Shadow work, things of that nature. Different points in the body will start to get activated. So, it's a lot of mystery around this subject. So before I get started, everybody kind of did their thing with the breath work, so I want everybody to stand up, and we're going to do it now. Qigong, it ain't going to be long, I promise. All right now. So, Qigong is an umbrella term. It just means the ability to absorb Qi. Qi is a cosmic force that's all around us. They call it prana. They call it different names, right? So we're gonna do something called shaking Qigong. This comes from another system, Nadam, which is the spiritual kind of higher level. So I want everybody to shake, meridian in the body, activate it. All right, just shake. It's called shaking Qigong. Just shake it out. All the fluids in the brain, everything, just clearing out, purifying yourself. All those thoughts you had throughout the day, mama didn't answer, your kids was running around, shake it all out, and imagine it. Do this a little bit, shake out, really restoring the body. All right. Just getting ready to receive all the Qi. All right, y'all good. Just had to get y'all ready. Pretty knowledgeable into spirituality and breath work for that. So, Qigong, I ain't got on the highest level. This was alchemy. This was the science of how to become. It means that you can act and you absorb enough light. Buddhism is nirvana, like a physical health. You see the Asians in the energy around it, opening the meridians and allowing different organs in the body, the lungs, right? So when you do Qigong, all the health problems. So back to on the basics healing sounds. Anybody ever heard of Mantak Chia? So in his system, and he studied under my chief, another chief of ours, who was at the Shaolin Temple. So this particular style of Qigong is called Neigong. And it was, you ever seen the movies and they talking about earlier, and you literally you inhale, you would do this deep, and you stretch all the joints and the ligaments. And through this, after a couple of years of training, you're able to things, like there's record, you know what I'm saying? So the human blueprint. So for so long, when you begin to really change the breath realm, your mind, the unconscious realm of things, the deeper the breath goes. So when you have access to these things, you're basically to connect with what they call the higher self within everybody here. So that's just a part of yourself that's so deep. It's kind of not your shadow, but it's your light. You know what I mean? So all these things happen during Qigong. So So I don't know where to go with goes to it, right? So let me talk about Don is more so back to what I was saying, the science of the practices and able to over different lifetimes, ancestral trauma. I ain't really prepared nothing on freestyle, you know what I'm saying? So on another level, it's internal alchemy as well. Let me talk a little bit about that. So you have like three kind of different types, really hand in hand. The health of the kidney, different problems like structural problems, different potency problems. It's all just on a spiritual level. It's not having enough Jing. So during these practices, you're able to accumulate more Jing, and you're able to extend your lifespan, and things of that nature. So Jing, there's Qi. Qi is the cosmic force all around us. And then there's Shen. Shen is the light. So basically on the higher levels, you rather puffing and puffing. Kind of like, it begins to breathe more deeper. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of reprograms your breathing patterns too. And it's different. So the goal of Qigong really at the beginning stages is to, you want to, this area, kind of the sacral, you're doing the Qigong. You bring in Qi to this area. That's why you see the Buddha and he's pregnant. Because he has so much energy there, and he gets breathing in cosmic Qi for you. So you start breathing from this area, kind of like how science that,
Can you repeat the part about like the shoe? Is it like a mantra? You said it's called
6 healing sounds.
Okay.
So the sound for the liver is shoot.
Shoe.
Shoot, and then you breathe. And then you go, woo, that be the stomach and the spleen area. That holds worry. So anytime the nerve spark got up here, you can find some stuff. And then you inhale, it's breathing in deep. It's science to the West, and it's time for what we once had.
Like Qi is kind of like how the other yoga, I'm sorry, I forgot her name, Ryan, she was practicing with the Reiki as well.
Yeah.
So the Reiki, the Qi.
It's all the same thing. Ki, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Now, there are different levels too.
Playing basketball a lot, and where that came from is just like, I just want to consistently get better and better every day. And essentially, it led me to, I eventually got a professional contract, but what ended up, I guess agency was not, or something. He basically turned out to be a scammer. So like, my dreams were kind of, things happened, I started becoming my natural self, and like, when I was younger, I was always super creative. Like, I could write really well, like, I could make stories, I could draw, like, I spent countless hours. Eventually, that came, which is jumble the letters, is just David's art. It's like, wanting to create something really cool, and then I just feel like it's pretty universal to everybody, because regardless of how young you are, how old you are, like, everybody has adversity. Everybody's going through something. There's literally always something happening, regardless of who you are, what you are. It does not matter. Like, adversity misses nobody, and I feel like there's something that's like really important that's tatted on my shoulder, and it says, "The darkest reveals our brightest lights." So I always felt like, like beautiful art. So that's who I am. I have sweatpants. If you guys want to see them, I'm gonna put them out. This is my sweats. They're a little bit baggy. Yeah, so they're baggy, and I have one. Yeah, so I have readjustable drawstrings for the sweats and stuff. And then, as far as the pants I have on, yes, I designed those. I have like,
I love the outfit, yeah.
Like a little camo, and then like I made the sides. It's like canvas denim, like black, and then I put like little bedazzled jewels, and then I made a cropped like crew neck, and it's like, this inspiration is like coming from the YMCA, because like it just looks like the Y logo. Yeah. And then my hat is just like a purple trucker hat, and then it's like embroidery on the bottom, and then it's like a leather strap, and then the embroidery and everything. So yeah,
The boy got flavor.
yeah, that's who I am. You can find me at BCO Dave on Instagram, and then my Instagram for my clothing page is Aviart, and then just 2 underscores.
Okay, I hear you when you said that.
So it's Aviart, so ADVIART, and then 2 underscores. And then, yeah, my website is open right now. I might close it in a minute, because, yeah, I gotta get ready to drop new pieces because everybody's been wanting these sweats. That's I've seen today. So I'm working on it. I'm getting it there. So yeah, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much.
I appreciate it.
Okay, so next we got another special guest. She came all the way from Arizona.
Woo!
Yeah.
Beautiful.
This Arizona. I don't know if y'all heard me. You feel me? We in the Bay. It was quite the trip. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to show a lot of extra love to someone who ain't from here. You know what I'm saying? But give her, you feel me? Give it that Bay love for real, for real.
What's up, y'all? I actually love that his brother just went because on my way here, I was listening to something, and what he was talking about was that, you know, a lot of times we think that we don't have anything creative to offer. But the fact that you live is a testament to that. You are part of the creator. So every day, everything you do, you're creating art. When you go outside and you interact with people, you're creating art. And so tell y'all a little bit about me and what I do. I do a lot of stuff. I'm a deaf doula, communication coach for Progressive Love Academy. If anybody ever seen Seeking Brother Husbands, Kenya is not polyandrous. I coach for her academy. I love coaching for her. I've been coaching for her for 7 years. On top of that, I also do subconscious reprogramming through psych kinesthesiology, design, body graphs and analytics. So looking at us not as a homogenous being, but my sacral is completely open. Base sacral is defined. Is a part of up level, right? Men are 4 times more likely to die from suicide, right? A problem with our emotional suppression. We're storing our ways. Libra Capricorn. So how do we take the higher concept? I give this in a 2-day full workshop. So I was like, how am I gonna get this to y'all in like 30 minutes? So I have some spoken word for y'all. Oh, step back, my bad. Okay. Because I was about to start walking, but for some of the concepts and stuff that come up. So many people in the room ever seen that fan?
Chills.
Bullshit. I saw him cry. Could not be he would sit and tell me of his hopes and dreams, but also his pain and his turmoils. He would break dance on my living room floor, beatboxing like a Brooklyn nigga, you know. Silly. So I never really understood why I had to see my daddy cry. But he would snap back, have flashbacks of park benches and loose fists and dark liquor and the women and the mommy, daddy, mommy, searching for a love he thought was endless. And he came from a different time, less resources, no therapy. So the conversation was different. Limited beliefs on his gifts and his talents had his traumas bursting from within him. So of course, I saw my daddy cry. But my daddy was Lil Thomas, the waterhead. A child born to a lineage subject to abuse. But Big Thomas and Shirley endured the same. So what the fuck my grandparents were supposed to do? So of course, I saw my dad cry. But you see, I also saw him grow and change from pain and rage to depth and receive you as weak. I never felt no type of way about holding this. I'm built all safe to be witnessed because my daddy allowed me to see him cry. And so the premise of my work, I work with a lot of men, I work with a lot of youth. And the thing about it is, I went through a lot of traumas growing up. And my dad, to this day, he'll call me, he'll be, oh, T, I'm so sorry, and I'm like, Dad, you cool. And I get to say that to him because one of the things that I always remember is you showed me how you felt. If I didn't see you for however long, if I didn't, the minute I saw you, it was, T, I wish you could be, you cried in front of me. And so to sit in a room, y'all, and I asked that question is really a lot of the same responses. And so we need to create safe space for emotional expression where it's not too much, because although we have these gender roles and all of this, we are all left brain, right brain, whole human. We are all masculine, feminine, corpus callosum. We have all parts. And so how do we house each of those parts? Okay, so the first thing is we all be perceiving some different shit. So the game I was gonna play with y'all is I was gonna hang up emojis and I was gonna give random scenarios. Your partner didn't answer the phone. Your kid did this. The things we would have seen is how different each of us would have really responded to those scenarios. And so when we're interacting with our loved ones, our children, our partners, people on the streets, when do we realize that they may not be perceiving the same thing I'm perceiving? You may be perceiving me as inconsiderate. A lot of people right now meeting me in my life will say I'm selfish. They wasn't there for the times where I gave so much my breast milk dried up powder. Yeah. You understand? So at any given time, we are all experiencing this mirror of duality and polarity in our lives, in which the only way to experience it is through a mirror of another. So I talk a lot. My throat chakra manifests, guess who? People that shut down a little bit. And we both got a lesson in that. So although I could be 100% right and you need to express yourself, you 100% right and I need to shut the fuck up sometimes. And so when we get to see that mirror through it, like, yo, she cooking. This is really, I'm seeing who I am. I'm seeing, we see the mirror in 3 ways. So I call it mirror work, a little bit different than shadow work. And we break it down into, you see the mirror in 3 ways, y'all. Anytime we're going through something, I give you an example. We can see our programming. That's what we've been talking about a lot today in the subconscious. We have what we expect from 0 to 17. If my dad didn't listen, here I go. You don't listen. Men don't listen. So I can only manifest what I expect because this is what I believe. So in a lot of ways, I may react the same as when I was a child, stuff like this. So it's good to ask ourselves open-ended questions about when I was a child, what ways did I react when this happened to me? That's a good way to look at our programming mirrors and be like, okay, what's going on? We also got a parallel. I do the same thing. And a lot of times we may think, I ain't do it to Bay. I ain't do it to Bay. I never not text Bay back. Why Bay not texting me back? But I got 185,000 messages in the phone that I haven't texted back. That's a parallel. I do the same thing. So where's the self-love? Where's the grace, compassion for self so that I can extend it to the other? And then the final mirror, and I love this one, is the mirror of potential. That's what we shame, what we suppress, what we judge. My daughter say no. She an Aries, Capricorn, Virgo. The girl gonna say no to the moon and back. I used to be real triggered. And I was like, Taisha, you a little people pleaser. You say yes to everything. So I start, Amaya, I love that you say no. I love that you have self-agency like that. Because where did I learn that children shouldn't say no? Right? Where did I learn to be a good person? I have to give the shirt off my back when really we need to be in overflow. We need to be in integrity with ourselves. The loyal to the construct stuff, that's old. How am I in overflow so that when I do say yes to one of y'all, I'm not resenting you over here because I was really empty and I ain't having to give. So this next piece I'm going to share with y'all is actually a conversation. I didn't think I was going to do this, but it just felt like the perfect room for this joint. And it just kind of goes into those mirror dynamics just a little bit deeper so you can see. So as I pull this up, like one of the things, and just because we short on time, so I'm trying to be like, all right, what can I give and how? So at all times, we 3 parts. And cross-culturally, we could break this down a lot of ways. We could say animal, ego, higher self. I think a couple people said that earlier. We could say human self, angel, devil. That's animal, ego, higher self. Left brain, right brain, whole brain state, conscious, subconscious, superconscious. In this house, you got to have a kennel. So my daughter can say, hey, Mom, this is my animal speaking. Can you witness me? Because think about as children, our parents was flipping. And you feel what I'm saying? So consent is always rule number 1. And it's something that's easy to practice. And even if I'm like, yo, this is my ego speaking. I know you ain't do nothing wrong. You just doing your job. I'm just getting my shit off. They always say thank you so much. Because people just call a conversation between 2. This could be a partner, a lover, anything, anybody. But we all have them situations where we feel like you could have told me. See, I did. But you fit yourself. I be sharing. You be tripping and flipping. Start treating me like I'm somebody else. And yeah, we still got holes in the wall. From the last time I tried to show up as authentic as you and you ain't know what the fuck to do, start looking. And I could have told you. As they are, yet you only going to perceive them from the space. Tell when nighttime just be quiet and I wait in this because you ain't never been a safe space to do. And nope, not with they friends. So yeah, I could have told you. But you be flipping at the surface. My ego needs the witness in order to be ready to move. How? Okay, I'll break it down. Our subconscious really running this shit. Every action, reaction that happens out, yet it's all down. You see, my daddy needing is a friend. Yet this mono's so mind-boggling because the person you're supposed to be the safest with, our beliefs and our expectations have not set the precedent. You be wondering how, why I be, and you be fucked up like what now? Illusion, we didn't even sleep nor awake. We're just conscious energy coming to remember itself. So how else is that done? Expressing the you out allows me to ask you to soothe me in ways in which I once felt neglected. My mean be a call to be seen and my pent up energy is desperate. Really wonder why everybody run around with disease, cry and rage to have willing participants witness them and make the world their stage to soothe them down to zero and the most empathetic with us. So yeah, I could have told you, but maybe you was taught that you got to tell me everything and that's what you think you should do. Or control. My lesson could be to express. God plays a funny game with humanity when God wants to experience. That piece, when I wrote that, I feel like I've been in space for that person to feel safe. They don't blame me. And so how do we really have those hard conversations? Say, this is my ego. I'm about to come at you with create this space for me.
I like that notebook right here that you said. They have a voice. I love that.
Parents, they don't know where they at on Friday. And my daughter like, yo, mom, we in Mesa, we good. And I'm like, because it has to be safe. She know that. And the next person is astrology, so I'm gonna throw a little tidbits in there, knowing these things about my daughter, what she needs to navigate. I surrender control and just create the safest container. The premise is really, if the animal is not really felt, like it's not compassion, literally sit and hold that space until that person is ready for processing. Nobody could tell us. I started going to therapy without them thinking I was crazy. So when I found this system, it was that I got to really just sit there and tell so my great grandma had to raise me and I had to go through homelessness and in your journey, a lot of times we don't see how could this be benevolent, but we're not seeing under the surface, just surrender with. So animal ego higher self, what they want. You feel what I'm saying? So you go through something, people start giving it, I want to do after this, I just want to get it off. So we got a system called, can you please hold me like a baby and tell me that we create that for them? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, but yeah, and then from there, then you could go into the mirror work. Then you could regulating with a person, record the vent. Record yourself saying all the wild shit so that you could then take your notebook. My subconscious is running. Now I could sit with this with reprogram. What's on the opposite of this reality? You know, you can sit and doing the affirmations and meditations yourself. All right, that's it, y'all. Thank you so much.
Hey, the gems. I know. So we got another person coming up, man. Open y'all mind up and be prepared.
And just go through these different emotions. I mean, we're in the midst of this beautiful Super Bowl energy, right? Everybody's here, this collective mindset, partying, right? But everybody right now, they're out in there creating a different type of union with one another, right? And I love that because cosmically, us surrounding, different and letting go of those things in the past, right? And the group, all about what are people out here doing? A lot of people are making their dreams come true when it comes to as what we're doing right now. Rebel against the norm, right? A lot of people see us, right? And it's not a sense of wanting to tell people, oh, you need to heal, oh, you need to do this. When you embody that, it was about teaching, but now you are worse in your energy. And planets that are shifting as far as it's all about transformation. It's all about death. And that's about the collective. That's about the rebellious one. That's cured, right? And sharing that energy will want to be that and see that and grow and she called crazy. Some of us to the cookout with all this vegan, all this want to eat healthy stuff. Testimony. We have to go through those trials to be a victim, right? Some people like to say, and those lessons into blessings go through, we wouldn't be exactly who we are today. Generational shifts. Somebody got to do it. What can you say? Somebody got to do it. To know, right, that Aquarian, I'm seeing the same cycle, apply it, and I'm going to be that change. I feel like that's one of the being that change, because that goat is enjoying the stumble and duality when it comes to us. Self, lower self, right? Subconscious, conscious, past, present, future. It's about patience, and not so much, right? It's still, we have to learn to get to the end goal. And I feel like that's what a lot of these different cycles, we're breaking through a generational shift as well, because Neptune is all about that spirituality, all about the subconscious, all about that water, all about, you know, it's attributed to Pisces, and Pisces is about, you know, the feet and subconscious and dreams and psychic, intuitive things. So a lot of us are tapping into spirit. What governs your spirit? What inspires you to really move forward in that next direction? And I feel like more things aren't about basically when you're set in a certain place, how are you going to get there? And it's about making sure you have the right steps, thinking through that process. What's going to govern those steps, and how am I going to get there? Versus just setting a goal and racing to get there, right? You want to make sure you have everything set, and sometimes certain things take us off our road. Sometimes things, we run into detours, we run into blocks. But those things, sometimes we run into those things to help us govern our path or release those things, right? As we learn different parts of ourselves. I thought I wanted this, but now, okay, I'm here, I'm not truly fulfilled. So that's when you get deep into your values, right? What is this rooted in for me? Is it something from the ego, right? Do I want to fulfill the ego? Do I want to stimulate the ego? Or is it something that really stems from my inner child, right? Am I lacking certain things that I didn't get attention from as a child? You know, certain trauma, certain wounds, certain pains, right? So you really want to deep dive into these different things and analyze these different things within yourself. That way you're able to grow and break through these cycles. And I say that because that Neptune in Aries is about that circle, that full circle moment, right? Because Aries is the first sign, and Neptune is that, it governs Pisces, so it's the last. So it's the head and the feet. But if you don't have your mind together, you're just walking around wandering, you're going to be lost, right? And if you don't have your head up when you're just walking, you might just bump into something. So you have to make sure that you're always connected. You're always in tune, like how we've been doing the breathing work, the chakra rope. We're tapping into every part of our body to make sure we are aware, we are conscious, right? And we are communicating with those different things and valuing those different things. That way we can kind of govern where we're headed. Now, you know, some things are out of control. Yes, that's life, right? But it's not about, it's about how you react. It's about how you respond. And when we take those certain moments to think about what part, you know, our body, our mind, our spirit is in, there's a bit more, okay? Was Saturn. Saturn is in Pisces. It's at the last Pisces, and it's about the transit and about career, right? So that's what I like to say, that Saturn return energy, right? Saturn return is basically when Saturn makes a full transit, 29 years, 30 years. Some people like to say midlife crisis, they're in your face, right? After that, to do. If you haven't done those things are going to be up in your face. What shadow work, what trauma, what things haven't you addressed them sooner or later? Now, depending on that Saturn return energy, if you address it on you, nope, not today, right? The door, oh, I done tried this way, it's not working. Oh, I normally have full stop. Not today, right? You're going to that Saturn moving into Aries energy, because that also governs time. Saturn governs time, Chronos, right? And it's about loops, how we're breaking through certain loops right now and paying attention to certain patterns right now, which a lot of us, we're doing, you know, when I think about it, when it goes into each sign. So if you think about 3 years ago, I want to say 2022, what were you doing? What were some things that you were working on when it comes to discipline? How was your structure back then, right? What type of career? You know, you may have had a certain shift in your career, right? When it goes back to that 2022, or discipline with yourself, right? discipline will breaking through these certain levels and from certain things that have been trying to hold you back. And once it goes into that Aries energy, it's really going to be this cosmic. Was in 1996, and there was a whole lot of, how can I say, like my ambitions as a rider energy, right? A whole lot of war energy, a whole with their emotions or have emotional regulation at that time, like Tupac, like Shaquille O'Neal, because at this time Shaquille O'Neal in the tabloids with them, right? So this is where you really get in tune with that self-discipline, because Saturn governs able to have a better structure for yourself, okay? Also, we have Uranus that just went direct, and meaning that it's coming out of retrograde. It's in Taurus right now, right? So for these past 7 years, it's really been about values of self. How do you invest your money? What about love, right? Self-love governs anything. And value myself, how I've been loving myself, how do I love about eating? We consume with our eyes, we consume with our ears, we consume with our energy, we consume, and what beings take a toll on your body. So these past 7 years has been really us, like you said, share with, and how we invest in those things, and how can we invest in our future, because it's about to go into Gemini. And when Uranus goes into Gemini, this is really about the conscious collective, because Uranus governs Aquarius, and Aquarius is about the collective, and Gemini is about the mind. It's about consciousness, it's about thinking, it's about teaching, it's about learning, right? So how are you tapping into your consciousness with the collective? That's before the children, right? Because Gemini represents the children and set the children up for the... We also have a lot of initiative, because Chiron is a wounded healer. How are you wounding your heels? How are you healing your wounds? How are you healing your wounds? And you do that by, no matter how you do it. Sometimes that breakdown is for you to break, pushing through old patterns, pushing through old trauma, right? Of ourselves, of our identity, right? And this is a 4-year of deaths, ego, like she said, ego deaths, right? I like to say ego checks, because we check our ego, because we need our ego, right? We want to find balance with ourselves, balance with our ego, balance with our self. That would be in alignment. Got triggered, I'm upset, let me chill out, let me breathe, right? So it's just not about doing it for, then when we become it, we embody it, and then it just becomes natural. It's like practice. It's like, you know, you keep doing, be consistent. But after about, 2 weeks, all right, now I need to get in that flow of that energy. And I really love that, because right now we all, okay, the train is coming. There's something new, something more innovative for us to do, something more spiritual, something more. I want to, I want to embody this new sense of self, so that way I don't have to keep on saying, oh, you need to work that we're doing. We don't have to keep by us applying those actions. So yes, those are just a few. Because these are all outer transitioning planets that take time generationally. That's why I said but we still here. We chose ourselves, right? We the chosen ones, but we chose ourselves. We chose to do better. We chose to elevate. We chose those are just a few of the major transits when it comes to this. We could incarnate at any time, any timeline, any age, but we all here now to do this work, to be the change that we want to see. We are the change. We are who we're waiting for. We are who we're looking for. It's embodied within us, and we have all of these things at our disposal, just thoughts to move forward and really get in tune with astrology breakdown and rundown with you guys. I appreciate y'all so much, and I give y'all so much gratitude and thanks.
Presenter, he gonna take us down to a picture of a different time period, and he's gonna put a lot of things into perspective for what we see in our environment every day. A lot of us don't know how to plan with the rule books that our parents gave us. A lot of times, that rule book was a shitty rule book. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So it's like, understanding where they got that playbook from and seeing the stages, you know. Let me know. All right, the lights go too.
Yeah. Everyone's doing it. Yeah.
Amazing, vibrant.
Now, I've lived half of my life in New Orleans and half in the Bay Area. I do consider the Bay Area my second home. It's been my mentor, my teacher, my educator. It expanded my humanity, and I love it. I went home 2018 thinking I was going to make it there. You can't go back home. I love it. I could go there and have a good party, but, you know, I got to get back to the Bay. Again, my name is Dan Jamal. I've been around since 1988 in Oakland. I love the Bay Area. I lived in LA for a while, 81. I moved to California in 81. And listening to everyone, when I began to build my personal journey, my education towards self, I couldn't find this audience. You know who I would be in the audience with? You know who would be my peers, and nothing was wrong with that. It's just that I had nobody to reflect with and bounce. I went to California Institute of Ethical Studies. Actually, it was on, in that time it was on H Street. So it had that new age hippie feel. That was cool. And then I continued and so on. What's interesting about the gathering here today, I am proud to say I am 72 years of age. Yeah. And the reason why is because all the men folk in my family died at 56. Wow. So I used to teach political science like around college Alameda Lane and so on. And I would break down and would tell, I had too much to teach that day. I said, oh, you know, I went out to party and the students would say, that was about 54, 55, 56. They said, you go out and party, you. I said, look, all the men folk died in my family at 56. I don't have a template. I'm making this thing up as I go. So to say I'm 72 and of age, I experienced the dark night of the soul. Now, I didn't know what it was. All my friends and everything. My body just came on out. I was walking around disheveled. I was having bouts of I was crying one day. I wasn't cracking up. You know, I stopped. I couldn't hang with my friends, which is Catholicism Central. I had no in the up because what they say about me, I got it. And I remember standing up in the middle of my little living room and saying, the key to life is in the head. It was just love. I think that's the way they planned it. And that became my theme song. Fast forward 40 some years later, ego death. And part of what my presentation deals with ego. Dark Night of the Soul, but they're quite different because Dark Night of the Soul is visceral. I mean, it is. You can make the change. The third act, when I first started up to go to Cairo, and you know, for 40 years. He asked me, he said, you want to work with kids? And I was working with some of you all may know this, Upward Bound program. And I thought it was like good kids. I was like, hell yeah, I'm working with good kids now. My wife and I, we worked in a group home with 6 California classified the kids as emotionally disturbed back then. We are living with 6 emotionally disturbed kids, boys, in Southern California. The best education I ever had. Because it wasn't only about them, it was about me. Then I worked with mental health, adults, so on and so forth. So I don't want I have to get into character for this presentation. So on one end of my life, dark night of the soul, and on this end, ego death. And Wounded Healer, the third act, wisdom of the womb, the bad, the ugly of it. but it's a tribute to the women. It's in that way the women in the community held it down. Yeah. So I hope you enjoy it. I have to sort of get in character. Yeah. Oh, this condition, I'll call it a condition. This is a recently new development in terms of my physical, because what I went through, body went. So, all right. A reading of this. Somebody interested in it? Okay.
I ain't got it yet, man. One day.
I'm not going on stage with you. What? You heard me. A mess. Damn degenerate. Embarrassment. I don't want to be seen with you. Nobody else wants your tired ass. Fuck you. For what it's worth, we're joined. That crap up your nose, lungs, poison down your throat. The X's again. Whatever. See us. We're a good team. Good people. Trying to pull us together. Back there, he has issues. Keep me out of your mess. Don't speak for me. Hold on. Let me straighten out this fool. Look here, Mr. Showman. Come on this stage and do what you do. Smile, dress up, look pretty, be the show. I am the it factor. Follow my mess it up. Add it, isn't it? I won't let that happen. That's why I do what I do. I got not brass, not big, because you're old, they hang low. Don't trip. What? Trying to be like me, huh? You're trying to be like me? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Our folks sacrifice for us. And that's low. Let her. I know. My mother's mind splits, but you can relax. I'll contain myself. Bygones. How did we get here? Adventurous, a risk taker, sitting around the place, maybe nothing to do. A bad thought, memory catches up with me. In my late 50s, I did that. Coke, yeah, and that. Crystal, what? Meth, oh, what? Smoke it, okay, Eat it, shoot it, hell no. The casual breakfast, lunch, dinner, snort, puff, sip, go. Now, don't get me wrong. I do not blame this woman. She's no Eve, she's no Jezebel or Delilah. Let's just say Washington, D.C., the Crystal Coke Triangle. Los Angeles, D.C., the Bay Area. Noses. High! I am so high. 2 a.m., I become a clean freak. I watch pants in perfect alignment. Tweezers pinch. I become an interior house painter. Trim without blue or green. So high, I have these hallucinations. Ooh, slimy up my arm. Back against the wall. My other arm. I see things. Bullet train coming from Daly City somewhere. Up and monsters warped head. Head middle of heads, I'm not afraid. I think Montgomery Street Station. Monsters. As we go through the tube, I begin to panic. I realize this is no movie. These are monsters. Keep your head down. Oh, keep your head down. Don't stare. The monsters sit. They turn, look back at me. I look at them. Two monsters talk to each other. They say, that's an ugly bastard. What the hell he's looking at? Oh, these monsters. East Bay, my stop. I exit the train. A few monsters exit with me. They whisper, let's get him. Oh, I'm so high. Oh, I don't want to be high like this no more. I'm tired. I'm hurting. I'm high. Oh, so I got to heal. I have to heal. Home. I'm going home. I'm going home. Roots. New Orleans. Home. I'm going home. Home. Roots. New Orleans. Everything falls into place. I locate, I find an affordable apartment. Beautiful location. The monsters say, being away for 38 years, of course, much has changed in the Big Easy. First of all, there's nothing easy about the place. Nothing. The news report tells it all. Good morning. I'm John LaFonte with your Big Easy News Report. Water's coming. Water's coming. Water's coming. Tornadoes, hurricanes, thunderstorms, water's coming. Heat. Oh, heat. Hot, heat. Sun, jealous of water, scoops up 98% of the water and flings it on everybody. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, people, the governor signs a bill into law. If a man has sex with a minor 11 years or younger, the state of Louisiana will surgically remove his balls. The governor agrees to perform the first chip chop. Oh, by the way, 5 or 6 of y'all got shot last night. 2 of you bastards didn't make it. Me being me, I take me wherever I go. I hunt. I locate a biker's dive. Addicts logic. First time offense, 60-something-year-old, busted. First offense, check. Bail money, check. Pandemic, November, Thanksgiving. I'm off the chain. I'm off the chain. Chain of scenery doesn't transform habits. I am. I got meth. I got torch. I got pipe. I got Jack. Daniels, that is. A self-wrecking crew. Oh, puff. Snort. Oh, yes. Sip, go, munch. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't. I walk. I take 3 steps. I gotta sit. 3 steps. I gotta sit. I can't lay. If I lay, I'm not gonna wake up. This lasts about a day. This lasts about a day. Boom! I propel myself up. I stumble to the bedroom. I flop on the toilet seat. This is it. It's over. It's over. I think this is over. I manage. I get up. I walk to the window. I walk to that window. Beautiful November night. Beautiful. I gaze out of that window. Soon, I am going to be out there. Soon. Yeah, soon. Several years ago, I made plans for farewell. Cremation. I do not want bugs and worms crawling over my body. Cremation. Memorial service. Attendees, 10, 15 maybe. They must sing The Temptations' Cloud 9. Nina Simone sings Feeling Good. I look out of that window, turn back, look into that wall mirror, back to that window. Why am I here? Why? Purpose. I think about all of the scrapes, all of the near misses. Why am I here? Purpose. Why? Why? I am so pissed. I am pissed, thoroughly pissed. I'm about to engage my life's work, and this is how I go out. I think about the four who raised me. My grandfather, my grandmother, my mother, and my aunt. Now they look down upon me with shame and pity. You see, it is their blood, their wounds, their tears that heal, that soothe, I squander. I think about my mother. Oh, my mother. As a good friend of mine suggests, our mothers prayed to God in the future so we can make safe passage. And I'm going out like this. I do something I say I would never do. I devolve into a nigger. Oh. Hospital stay. Place. P. Piss all hope my body. Oh. It's all rest time. The great jazz trumpeter. One. Oh. Oh, I want 1 second. 1 year. Years past November. Breathing and I. No steps. Everything. African spirituality undergirds culture. As a kid, I explored churches. Catholicism frightens me. Woo! Spears, nails, wounds. Stand, sit, kneel as I thumb that little Jesus book. The Baptist, woo! Startles me. Shout, shakes, rattle, roll. To Sunday holy stint. Now, home life fell on you. My aunt, with her 9 days novena prayers. Her knees. Ooh, child. Ooh, I didn't think I was going to make it up those steps today. Ooh. The stations, Jesus' cross, path to the cross. However, I live with the best living room preacher east or west of the Mississippi. My mother. Fire and brimstone. And when he come today, mother's second theme is due to me, speaks to accompanied her signature sermon, Grace, Beauty, and Power. Now, generally when she got on her road and her sermons, they were just general. They weren't really geared specific. The police and I did not boy, don't you speak to me like that and might, just take you out of pocket, just take you out, and you're gonna mock my God. You're gonna mock my home tonight. Now, all of these young men stand on street corners, wasted souls. No job, no school, not taking care of their families, nothing. You have to be cool. Take care of yourself. Yes, take care of yourself. We live good. I take care of you. I take care of your sister. It's good. Yes. Dumaine. Yes, one block of Dumaine Street. Dumaine and Johnson, the corner, the hookers, the pimps, so on and so forth. Yeah. And matter of fact, on my block, we don't pass Mr. Bowles' house. As a kid, we do not pass Mr. Bowles' house because Mr. Bowles' house is on spirits already following me. Mr. Bowles' house grows up and becomes a star. His house is setting on Netflix's American Beautiful block. Yes. Hi, Miss Jones. No, you don't turn your head. You see me. That's Mother's bed, Miss Jones. She's pretty. When Miss Jones comes over, I find all kind of reasons to stand next. Miss Jones, the philosopher. Shit and confidence want to go. And Miss Jones suggests that Mother gets on welfare. She opens it, $65. Next check comes in, she opens it, I'm sending this back. I look at her, I walk over to her, Mother, that's not your check. Read the check. It says aid to dependent children. That's what's to read it. That's our check. I got my eyes set on some Converse. Miss Jones, the ratchet. As long as he take care of home first. Fellas, don't try that. Yeah. Yes, Mother. A bad buckle. When kids get ready to go out, parents develop contingency plans. They provide instructions. I face an inquisition. Who are you going with? Is Lil Junior going? You sure, huh? Lil Junior's not going, right? Because if Lil Junior's going, you can't. Don't be a follower. Don't be a follower. If the police stop you, answer their questions. You don't want those white men putting hands on you. Now here, this is for the phone. If you're going to be late, call. Be back here by 4. And then now, this is for you. 9 a.m., brothers Ron and Thomas, me and Reggie, we head out. I had my little red bike. But first, provisions. We stop at Mr. Green's, 2 for a penny cookies, a Chico stick, and a giant cola. How much? Oh. We ride overpasses, we ride canals, we ride dirt lots, we ride railroad tracks, we ride. 2 o'clock, no one calls home. 4 o'clock, no one calls. There they stand. Moo-moos, house coats, wigs, rollers, scarves, steely eyes, combat boots, slippers, belts, brooms, trees. The brothers, Ronnie and Thomas, they roll up to their mother, Miss Portier, they drop their bikes by the mother feet and boom! Trees, limbs, branches slash their body as Miss Portier lays into them and then reminds them of the second coming, Mr. Portier. Oh. Reggie, my best friend, he looks at me, he makes the sign of the cross. He's about to face Dumaine Street's middle linebacker, his mother, Miss Betty. Reggie takes his bike, he runs another way. Unfortunately for Reggie, the City Park bus rumbles down Dumaine Street. It blocks off his access. He can't move. Miss Betty, come here, bring your ass here, boy. And textbook fashion, she gets on that 3-point stand. We look at each other. I look down Johnson Street, back down Dumaine Street. I do a wheelie. I plan. I'm going to run down Main Street. I'm going to hop Mr. Jackson's stable fence. She's afraid of those horses. She's not coming in there. I hop off my bike. I haul ass. I'm running. I look back. Oh, mother's right there. She grabs me. Oh, I go for the fence. She grabs me. She pulls me down. The Lord and the lightning. I let the belt. Oh, Lord. Oh. I perform for the neighborhood. Oh, stop! Oh, people, she's over. She dragged me home. A day I never forget. We received a community answering to steal the face of Emmett Till. That's what that was. Damn. I'm going to be a bad brother. Yeah, like Cleese. When Cleese passed by, everybody say, that's the bad brother. Oh, what you want to do? What I'm going to do? Oh, mother, I'm going to sing. I'm going to sing like Jackie Wilson. Yeah, I'm going to sing. Yeah. I'm going to be a bad brother. Yeah. What's up, Irene? How you doing? Uh-huh. Irene. She's my age, but she gets much more advanced. She has a lot of hustle. She does hair. She does a little babysitting. She does waitressing. A book, always a book in her hand. Dropping pearls of wisdom, always dropping pearls of wisdom. Some of these women around here are so damn pathetic. No. I pay good money for my things, and because I like good things. Yeah. You got to have a JOB if you want me to TCB. Yeah. Yeah, I saw you and your little girlfriend. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to the Isaac Hayes conference. Okay. You believe in God, right? With that mother of yours, don't worry. I know you believe in God. But remember this. You have to be good to that little girl because you know why? The pathway to heaven lies between the thighs of a black woman. Oh, Irene. Then Reggie's brother, please. 2 sports, high school star, football and basketball. Please bypass his college for the Marines. he does a tour of Vietnam. War's over. I'm older. Please, and I talk man to man, sort of talk man to man. We talk work, we talk women, we talk football and football and football. Then I dare that conversation. How did you make it in Vietnam? How did you survive? Prayer. Man, I prayed. I keep St. Christopher around my neck. I prayed. My morning prayer, I'm going home. My evening prayer, I'm going home. My night, I don't mess around. I don't mess around with that weed, that shotgun, that H, none of that shit. None of it. I don't even mess around with those little Vietnamese girls. Well, you know, maybe one or two, you know. But, you know, the point is, I focus. I focus. I pay attention. Those, the grass, I perk up, I jack up. I am so alert, I can hear a rat piss on cotton. I'm going home. I'm hungry. The time comes of a police officer, jealous and possessive in the line of duty, the police officer shoots and kills Cleats. Cleats survived Vietnam, yet dies in his hometown, New Orleans, the Big Easy. A wound too deep, double and triples his efforts to live above board. But life goes on. We have to party. We got to keep it going. It is Wednesday night. Earth, Wind, and Fire is in town, and we have to party. We have to party. Oh, we have to party. After the concert, Reg and I go to the club. Oh, we mix. Right before 2 a.m., we decided we're going to sit in the car and wait for everybody to come out. You know how the brothers like to do it. We're going to see who's coming by. A police car screams toward us. Doors flying open. Get out the car, niggas! We get out the car. Into my forehead. Don't move, nigga. I'll blow your motherfucking brains out. Good people, it is the 1970s. I am dressed as if I'm on stage with Earth, Wind, and Fire. What store would I rob with this outfit on? Be on the lookout for a 6th Street Mardi Gras shirt, wide leg, blue denim jeans. Damn, how do you run in those blue platform shoes? The other cop slaps Reggie across the face. I look. In the morning, you go home, you have breakfast. Your son asks, Dad, how was work? Well, son, last night, I blew a nigga's motherfucking brains out. Son, one day you're gonna grow up and be just like me. I stand, I look. What manner of man is this? Soul. Yellow caution tapes block the entrance. Tell me, Mr. Officer, how does that work? Sunday morning, you, your family, enter Our Lady of Guadalupe. You fall on your knees. Dear Father, Heavenly Father, last night. In your name, I give you the power and the glory. Amen. Here I stand like cleats, like so many other cleats. My fate lies in the Fortunately, and unlike cleats, after 2 a.m., the club owners and patrons walk over and vouch for our whereabouts. Yes. You know, my folks, like many of you, teach, preach, lead on their knees, faithful, believe. Bad things do not happen to good people. Mother over there, she says pray, pray. Everything's gonna be all right. Mother, ain't gonna be any good things left. Pray. Tense. I am tense. Future tense. Past tense. Present tense. I am tense. Pray your life away. Pray your life away. Pray for a light bill to be paid. Pray for the rent. Bad man to become good. A good man to do better. Pray that a daughter doesn't get knocked up. Pray, Lord, pray. Pray. Pray for the safe return of a son's home from work. Pray for a son to return home. A state penitentiary named after an African nation. Pray for that. Mother, you know there's another God, right? You know there's another God. A God that demands sacrifice. Blood sacrifice. Cleats blood. Desire Florida Project's blood. Jail cells blood. Prison cells blood. Oh, the blood. Oh, Mother, their God allows vengeance. And I want vengeance! Don't you dare touch me, don't you dare fuck with me, press another gun in my forehead. I run all those prayers, all those thou shall nots. Black folk don't free themselves. The shackles. Don't go uptown. Don't go downtown. Don't go back of town. Don't cross the tracks. Don't go over the overpass. Don't go across the river. The restricted restricts. Like, hate all of them. They're damn near white. Despise her. She likes women. He men beat him. Oh, Mother, you just can't use your God. What? Your God is on a layaway plan? Restrictions. Stand. Don't stand. Run. Sit. Kneel. Turn around. Don't look over there. Look there. Don't look everywhere. Look there. No. I am not Pavlov's dog. I am not Pavlov's dog. Oh, Mother, I tell you, there is another God. There is another God. And guess what? I'm trading up. I am trading up. Mess with me again. Tell them water's coming. Water's coming. Gonna wash out this dirty little town. Yes, water's coming. I'm traded up. Good things come for me this day. If it's so, I buy. Feels good, tastes good. I'm gonna rub it all over my body, all over my body. I'm gonna feel it. She's sweet, she's sexy. I fuck her. I fuck Mr. Jackson's daughter. I fuck Mr. Charlie's daughter. If love was ever a weapon. Now, ain't going out like cleats, ain't going out like cleats. Tell them water's coming. Water's coming. Gonna wash out this dirty little town. Gonna wash it out. All those vows and shall nots. Easy too, because this night, the nigger within. I extrapolate, I qualify, I paraphrase. The creator wraps it up in the seal of love. In the search to secure this for humankind, the Creator names this gift wisdom. And he places wisdom. Women represent the culture of a people. Women are the soul of a people. Simply put, women.
Appreciate you.
All right. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was good.
Gratitude.
Dre,
Yes.
do me a favor. Dre.
I got it.
Appreciate you. All right, we're about to get ready to wrap it up. I want to give y'all a little information why this piece was so, it hit me hard when I first saw it, you know, and when I first heard it. I got a medical background, and I used to be a drug and alcohol abuse counselor. I used to work at John Jordan, Cherry Hill. The reason why I stopped going that route and started doing what I'm doing now in this holistic space is because I was giving CPR to somebody, you know, and they passed in my hands. And he had open heart surgery, and he was healing up. And I remember, and I think it was like for the last couple of days before he passed, we was having a conversation about his grandkids, you know, and the medication that we was giving him when he passed, because he had to end up having an elevated heart rate. And I was like, man, I made the connection, you know. And from that period, I was like, yeah, it's something a whole lot more to the medical and the pharmaceutical space than what they saying. And another reason why that hit for me is because when I was younger, you know, like my family is originally from Detroit, and I grew up, you know, a serial trapper. You feel me? Like seriously, like seriously. And when I was like 14, 13, and like I was starting to get into it with my uncles, would be posted up on the corner, you feel me, at the store, and everybody to be there, and I never understood, you feel me, why niggas did that. I never understood. I could never figure out like what. It doesn't matter what hood it is, what city, you feel me, it's all across the nation. It's just a thing that's there. And when he told me that story and I heard him, I was like, it clicked, you know? And I was like, man, so many of the things that, you know, we do right now, we don't even know why we do it. We don't know where this shit came from. We just started doing it. And we think that it's how it's supposed to go, and we never question it, we never check it, we never find out how it came to be, but we just play along. Feel me? And we get caught up in the system. And it's like, man, it's kind of diabolical because I said it earlier. The playbook that his generation and the generation after him got, they passed it on to us, but it was a faulty playbook. It was backwards. It was inside out. And we identify and we create our cores and our identities around false indoctrination where these here and we thriving. You get what I mean? Like, and with this period that we in right now, it being a fire horse year, I see art to manifest, and that's when, you know, shit actually changed. Because it seems like for the last few generations and even longer, we've just been stuck in a loop. You know what I mean? This is time to break the loop. That's what this is all about. It's really about moving forward and actually having actions and actually coming together, swapping gems, swapping tools, you feel me, and doing stuff like that world we want to see, especially here in the Bay Area. It's the Bay Area. I know because I've lived overseas. But I also know that most people in this area, they are not controlling the narrative. They're not. You get what I'm saying? So when we start doing things like this and we start to go out to our loved ones, our families, our friends, and we start to, you know, link up with them, powwow, have these type of sessions, we start to change the narrative. Because we pass it on to the little ones, you feel me, and they doing something. The last person who I want to bring up, she's going to talk a lot about healing on a cellular level, you know. Healing with the diet, healing with the food, you know. Come on, Jules, come close us out. Y'all give her a good round of applause, and it's going to be some good info. Oh, and then we gonna just, you feel me, have a little light turn up and, you feel me, chill out.
That's good. I'm glad I was kind of the last one because it gave me a little chance to collect myself. Because it's been a long day, but this is a beautiful moment. Though we are in this physical body and we are custodians of that body, we now, because of, and I'm not going to go over everything that everybody said, but to this place to where we now are living in a time of awareness. We are living in a time of, it's a lot of revelation going on. And as people, as spiritual, and I don't say having a human experience. With that being said, those of us who know better, we have to do better. Now I want to share with you a couple of things. I'm not going to take a long time because I do want you guys to experience some of the things that I have put together. But I focus on really 3 pillars in my life: the spiritual, the physical side, and that move everything. I've always heard that it takes money to make money, and I don't believe that's true. It takes us. We are the currency. And we show it in different forms. Because we do live in this physical world, I know that one of my goals and passions is to teach people how to navigate this world, how to pass down generational wealth, how to teach our children's children how to navigate and how to deal with all the spiritual principalities and powers and all these things that they're not able to really see, but we all feel it. We all know it's a part of it. Only because it has melted down and I thought I was going to be up quicker. But how many of you guys go to Starbucks? Yes? We all spend our money on Starbucks. This world is, and I always tell people, our food and water and air is really jacked up.
Yes.
And God gave us talents. He gave us food. He said, I gave. With that being said, I got tired of patronizing other people, other entities. And God gave me a gift to want to cook and up. And I thought to myself, you know what? God gave me a talent, but he gave me the talent to use it to glorify him. So I created this drink. It's similar and it looks a lot like Starbucks, but everything is electric, everything is alkaline, everything is organic, and God gave us everything we need to be creative.
And because we are the leaders, we was here first, he gave us a lot of skills and knowledge. A lot of people have tried to strip that from us. They tried to take it away from us, but it's in us. And it's passed down through our ancestors. And now it's coming, we're getting to the day and age where it is coming to fruition and coming to a reality that we are remembering who we are. We're remembering where we come together, we all stick together, we all join forces. Because, you know, there's powers and principalities out there. But guess what? It's more of us than it is of them. As long as they can keep us mentally deluded. I make my own walnut milk. I started making a lot of milks because my body, I'm lactose intolerant. I've had a lot of things go on with my body. And I wanted something that would heal me. Food can heal your body. Food is for your nutrition. It's also your medicine. So I created a walnut milk, adding things to it to make it to where it really heals you. I've added cloves in it. Cloves are great for getting rid of toxins and parasites. I tell people all the time, it's the food, the water, and the air. Pay attention, read labels. Know, you know, what you're putting in your body. Because everything you're giving us all these poisons. They're telling you. So it's no excuse. We have to now come together. We're going to have to grow our own food. Literally. And from person to person, I don't care if you're growing stuff inside your house. This is what we're going to have to do. Yes. Our quantum, we've taken a quantum change, and the monetary system is all digital. They're taking us to, you know, they want to scan your eyes and scan your fingerprints. But really, that's a way to get you trapped up in the system. So the things that I'm trying to, you know, bring to people is we start with a lot of physical things that we see that influences your physical. How could you get closer to the thing? But what you can control, that's what you're responsible for. You're not responsible for. I don't think God is going to look at you and say, you know what? It was pollutants in the air, and you're going to go to hell for that. Or you're not going to elevate. Your frequency is not going to be raised up. No, you're responsible for you. You have free will. You can make the decision and make things happen. So also, I make a chocolate sauce and a caramel sauce. So it's just like a Starbucks drink, but it doesn't have all the additives, preservatives. I try to use organic whenever I can. I make my own whipped cream out of coconut. All the foods are electric efficient. Okay? Very mineral deficient. So I've also created other foods. I have a company called G Rich, foods that are mineralized. So even my condiments, and you can use it on salads, you can use it as dressing, it's all highly mineralized. I'm using things like soursop. I'm using things like ashwagandha. I'm using things like sea moss. So it has all the minerals. You know, I prefer raw foods. Yeah, things that my body can assimilate, because eating certain foods, and I know we all are used to these foods, but they're not good for us. I know because I've been through a lot of health issues, and it just bothered me so bad and attacked me so bad, and I struggled with, but I do the best I can. And when I eat those foods, and I'm not supposed to eat, like meats and processed foods, oh, my body tells me. It's like I almost get punished. Healthy. I feel balanced. I feel like I can function. If anybody is allergic to nuts, I do have a straight coconut version as well. If you're allergic to walnut milk, just let me know. We'll have a taste of the drink, because I want you guys to offer it to your children, because it is a dessert and it's like a treat for them as well. So that's that part. Corey said, this company focuses on cellular health, getting to the root cause of your problems. It doesn't matter what disease you have. God made your body where it can heal, and He gave us the herbs so that we can heal. We just have to know how to use them. we have to know where the source is, because a lot of stuff is tampered with. So I started being called more Mito, having problems with stomach issues, gut issues. I was having vision problems. It was like I was just going through it. I felt like I was falling apart. And someone introduced me to the products, which we have only 4 products in our company. We have a product called Restore. This because of the technology that's used. The scientists behind it came up with this technology called XDS, which stands for Exponential Delivery System, which it actually penetrates down to your bones. We've had people have prostate issues, diabetes, cancer, female issues. It doesn't matter what problem, it doesn't matter what disease. Root cause in your body. When you were a kid and you used to run around and play and you felt like you had endless energy, it's because your mitochondria was strong at that time. You were able to heal. We're not able to do that. So with these products, they were designed to help you restore your mitochondria. We have in your brain, it helps with you to have more clarity. And some people have even reported that it has raised their IQ, even though they already had a high IQ. And then we have a product called Rejuvenate. Now, this product, it like saved my neuropathy so bad. It was just so severe. I started using these products on a regular basis. Pain and the worst part of it has subsided, and I know my body's healing, because when I don't take it, it doesn't revert back like a pain pill. It's not that. You have to know how to heal your body at the root. We have so many reports of, and it's a lot of older people that, you know, use these products and it helps heal your body. There's a lot of herbs out there, but if your body's not able to use them and it's not penetrating in your body, it means you're getting rid of it. It's wasting it. When vitamins came out, that's what vitamins did. It was a lot of waste. And it's so funny because one of my other sister, that she said, because I take a lot of herbs and vitamins, she said that I had some expensive pee. And it was like, it was almost like an insult to me. I felt bad about it. But after I thought about it, we care of ourselves from the inside out. So we can achieve health. We can enjoy it. So that's the products. I would like to connect with all of you. Everybody got their cell phone?
Yes.
Okay. I want to give you a number, and you can put it in your phone, and I want you to text this code. And I'll give you a few minutes to get it together. Not moving around that much. And pets will tell you the truth about some products, if they work or not. They really will. Some pets were on their deathbeds, and it gave them that extra and they were able to go up the stairs. Some of them wasn't not able to even walk up the stairs. So if you guys all have your phones, if you want to connect, and I'm going to be also sending out other information, because I want to stay connected with all of you. Like, we're in this network, we in this together. And as, like I said, it's more of us than it is of them. They can't stop us if we start locking together. Yes, we can. And we can do it one person at a time. I've met enough people in this life to know that it's a lot of us who have the same four weight. And just send a text message, and then you will be locked in to receive messages. So again, it's 71476, and you're going to text the code JJ105. Area to more, we'll have it down to a science. But I want to thank Corey for inviting me, and in whatever endeavor you have, may God bless you and keep you safe and protected and loved.
Yes.
So thank you. And I'm Jewel Jackson, by the way.
I just want to say, man, I'm grateful for everybody who came out for real. Like, y'all really did turn my vision into life, into reality. And I know that right here tonight is bigger than us. And y'all may not see it right now, but mark my words, you're going to look back on this day in the future and you're going to see, man, we're going to have a little, put on some music, give out some little samples, you feel me, and just vibe out for a little bit, then we're going to wrap it up.